we could almost, now that they've seen the places, I could just do the quick route and just drive, and we could drive by the places, but then I could just still talk. Yeah. That would work. So the Salish sign here, they covered with a board as well. They've redone the sign. It's not the same rock formation and stuff, but it was that area. It comes out of that brown door that's painted over there.
Are there saddle shoes?
Comes out of that brown door. The Salish Lodge sign was covered up.
That's been boarded over, he said. It's not the same sign.
Yeah, but it's pretty similar. I probably got a picture of the original.
Go to the falls, and they say it on the DVD, but it doesn't really make sense the way they're explaining it. If you just go to the falls on this gazebo and watch some water, like try and pick one section of water and follow it all the way down. And do that like 6 times, like slowly, because the water's falling like at this rate. And then you look over to the rocks will sort of, it's just an optical illusion. The rocks warp upwards. It's really freaky. And you don't...
Robertson actually.
Yeah. Oh.
Water, but
It's 20 minutes, no traffic. Right. 45.
I mean, we went several places.
The gazebo.
This hill is back to
Hey! Papa! Papa!
Not yet.
Did you ever see the scene on Northern Exposure where they pretended like they were up here?
Remind me to mention that.
That was hilarious.
And it was filmed here, though.
It was.
Yeah, they actually set one of those lookout things up right here. Like one of those, what are those things you look through?
Yeah.
Whatever they are. That was actually filmed here.
Cool.
I'm positive it was filmed here. Or there's another gazebo like this down further, and it might have been from that one too. And they fogged up the area and stuff.
Yeah. I was here in '94, took a bunch of pictures. I got the I got a lot of stuff before it ended up changing. I've been here. I was here in '97 with my wife, and this is the first time we've been back. A lot of stuff isn't around anymore.
Yeah.
It's been changed a lot.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has changed, you know. But, 18 years.
Yeah.
Hey, can't expect it to stand still.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is there a place for the restroom?
Yeah, it's
It's
just
a snack shop. Yeah, we're going to be here for 40 minutes. Well, if you don't see me up here, I might be back down there towards where you are. Oh yeah, the walls do look like they're warping. It says if you follow a water drop, follow the water drops about 6 times and then look toward the rock, it looks like it's stretching.
Walk with me in one of the later episodes. So here's the railroad stuff. It's not for a ways though. Here, let me look forward so I can see. Sometimes they have tarps over it and over one of the cars, and that's just to preserve them. Like see right here. So one that looks like the Palmer one. I think there's one a little bit later. Also, you'll see that's, it might be that one that's covered up. Down here as well, there's the big log that you see in 2 shots in the show. It's in the opening credits to the, okay, this is it right here. Not this yellow one, but the next one. That is like the Palmer. It's just the same
That's the one
version.
I got you to stand in front of. I picked the right one.
In this log that's covered in a roof over here, you see in the pilot credit intro, the intro credits, and you also see it in the intro credits to episode 8. Those are just the 2 episodes that have longer credits in them. I think I read that you could build like 2 whole houses or something out of the wood from that tree if it wasn't all petrified and nasty. But and yeah. I don't know. I've stopped by before and this. Do you know?
I don't.
Oh, here's some other ones too. But see, no, those aren't quite the same. Might be like one over here though. No. There's a little sign. If you walk over there and look at it, then that would show you how much it weighs and how many. I think they actually say you can get like 10 houses out of it. I'm like, that is bullshit. And there's we're turning on Meadowbrook. It's coming up. There's like a milk shack. It's a red building on your right. We're turning left. It's maybe a little bit down that way.
Yeah, we're gonna go
For
to
those of
Moe's
you who are
Motors.
adventurous, somewhere to our my right, or your right too, I guess, because it's the same way. Leo's house is out that way. It's all private roads, and you have to go on like 3 different side roads to actually get to the shot that is Leo's house. This Got Rice place right here used to be called Big Ed's, with 2 D's though, but it was just a sub shop or burger shop. I just thought that was funny, and I don't think it was intentional, because the guy that owned it was named Ed, and he spelled his name Ed with 2 D's. But I'm like, that's too coincidental. That doesn't make any sense. And they had a wooden carving of a lumberjack out front. So, yeah, Leo's is that way, somewhere. Also, up by the roadhouse, there's, yeah, that's the red building right there, I think. The Briggs house, which you see in only a few, those interstitial shots, is up by the roadhouse. It's on one of those side roads, and you only see it like 2 times, maybe in the entire show. Okay, I'm sorry, I should be doing some screenshots here. So we're gonna go by a high school on the left coming up. The high school is a real high school, and oops, it is, we can send this one around too, actually. The high school is where they filmed in the pilot the exterior of the high school, and they did film some scenes of the interior in this high school. They just put a board over you'll see it says Mount Si High School. They put a board over the sign and just said, it changed it to say Twin Peaks High School. Do you guys, yeah, okay. And that Moe's Motors is coming up too, but I'll point it out. So, right, we might have went by. That's the high school, basically. You wouldn't recognize it, there's no screenshots or anything. And they've repainted everything, they've actually remodeled the whole area. We're going to the sheriff's station, the mill, and Ronnett's Bridge, and the welcome sign. Those are the last big 4. Those are the ones we can't miss. And this is Moe's Motor coming up. They've redone this intersection as well. Yeah. But the same building, the front of the building, which is to your right, it's this right there, that brown, or whatever, just old building right there. It said Moe's Motor. They just hung up a sign. And right here where we are is where the thread will be torn, that whole scene. They had a crane shot, so you couldn't mimic the angle of some of the stuff.
Moe's Motors.
There's going to be, we're just staying on this. Actually, yeah. Right in here, that way, you can keep going, but, oh, it's stopping, good. Right in here is the filming location of the Fat Trout Trailer Park.
Yeah.
Private residences. Teresa's trailer was still there last I checked. It's just rotting. There's no one in it. You'll fall through the floor. But Carl Rod's trailer's in there. There's actually a shot of Kiefer Sutherland over his shoulder, and you see this bridge when they're knocking on the door. Is it 9 a.m.? You know, that whole thing. That's over in there. They're a bit scary. I've walked in there with like a group of people before, and that wasn't really fun. And it was only like a group of 5 of us, and everyone's staring at you like, "What are you guys doing?"
Hot water, Carl.
Ronnett's Bridge is coming up, and Ronnett's Bridge is the next one that we're doing. There's no real screenshot for that either, I don't think. I'll just put these in here. Microsoft has a lot of, I might have said it, Microsoft does a lot of retreats out here. So sometimes when we're doing the bus tour, Microsoft is doing them and they're trying to direct us, and I'm like, no, we're something else. So I think right around this corner, you can see a big bridge.
We'll have to go into that trailer park. I really want to go in there. Find the telephone pole with the 6 on it.
Because we're going to go up on it for a second.
There it is.
And then we're going to actually go up there later.
Look, see, now you can walk on it.
That's awesome.
So this is
Last time
Ronnett's
we were here,
Bridge,
you couldn't get up there.
and everything else I'm going to say outside so the people in the band can hear me. And, I don't know, we'll look at...
So we did find the right bridge.
Yeah.
The last time I was here, they didn't have that walkway. It was condemned and closed.